work. So, alright. So what's all that? That's the back, that's the front, that's the back, that's the front. Do, 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 do. Why is my pen not working? Ben, you alright, Ben? Ben, my pen's run out. What's going on? Everything today, what? Everything today is knackered. Stupid fat fucker, what's that about? Everything's knackered. My pen run out. This is just nuts, isn't it? Everything today is knackered. Really? How do you get into this? Why is that going on and off? I'll tell you what, Virgin Media are going to get it tomorrow. Assholes. And whoever built this pen, they're going to get it and all. Why? Why are you going on and off? Alright, a view is a view. I don't know why everything today is like breaking and going wrong. I'm just going to go get another pen. This is getting... Everything today is knackered. I will be back in a second. There we go. Everything's just knackered today, look. Coming up. Ooh. Well, Virgin Media are going to get some stick tomorrow because everything's just knackered. Right then, let's see who's in. Caesar's in, a viewer's a view in, Ben's in. Ben, nice shorts, shows your bulge. My beer bulge. Alright, Easy Days, how are you doing? The big bed, the big red bear, how are you doing? Nice to see everybody in here today. Right, if anybody's seen today, right, I've tried a couple of things that didn't work. I think mainly down to Virgin Media being fucking useless. What's the plan? Right. I'm looking. It's bedtime. Lol. How's the office Wi-Fi? Office Wi-Fi is rubbish. Worse than rubbish, right? We had a meeting down there to discuss what we were going to do for the World Cup. And broadband has been playing up big time. And now I've come home and it's playing up at home. So Virgin Media are going to get some stick tomorrow. Bloody Virgin. Bloody Virgins. Right. So I'm looking for a few... I don't want agnostics, right? But I'm going to do some interviews with atheists and religious people. If anybody wants to do it, and what we'll do is we'll do it live. Get your names down. Yours has been shit too. I watched you today, and yours was pretty good. Mine was shocking. Oh, really shocking. But I've got like a lot of stuff planned, so I need it working. Interview me, Ben. I'll interview you if you're gonna come on camera. I'm buffering now. Well, I'm on me I'm on my 4G now, so it might be buffering a bit. And I'm in house, and my house is made out of proper stones. So Ben, if you want to be interviewed, you can, but you've got to come on camera. If you blob, I'll kick your ass. What did you say about interview? So I want, no, not now, not doing it now. I'm going to do one every week, and I'll plan it properly. So I want to speak to atheists or religious people, devout religious people. I don't want any like wishy-washy, like, I don't know if that's real or not. Them sort of people, don't want them. Pointless interviews, them lot. Get your names down. Can we discuss how Haley is a man? No, we can't. No, we can't, Ben. So, get your names down. I'm looking for religious people or atheists that we can do like a 1 hour interview. And I'm going to do one every week. And we're going to do it live as soon as everybody's broadband bloody works. It's a right load of cack in it. So if you're not in this and you watch it sort of over the next couple of days, then get your names down. Well, I'm not coming on then. She's defo tranny. Yeah. So if you're not in here, then get your name down. I'm a famous rapper, but religion isn't my strong point. Got today I am on. I'm going to show you what it says on front of it. It says Jack Daniels on it, but that's not what it is. It is Amaretto and Coke, which I quite like. Hazy, have you got it finished yet? Is that guitar finished yet? Nice guy Eddie, you alright? Oh God, just got you. Nice to see you, nice guy Eddie. Did you get all other strings on that guitar and fired up Hazy Days? And if you did, I do like Amaretto, yeah. Aldi. Aldi is where I get all my alcohol from now. Bubsification, how are you doing? So if anybody wants interviewing, by God, get your names down. I'm ready to do one every week. Maybe not now, but what would you like to talk about? Like, where would you get the questions? I am loaded with questions. Not yet. Tomorrow it should be finished. Cool. Rob Random. If the answers anger you, will you smite the person? No, I don't get angered by anything. So if your answers like, if I don't agree with your answers, well, I've every right to not agree with you, and you've every right not to agree with me. That's how it works, isn't it? I'm watching this thing on EU, and it was boring, so I switched it off. God, I've had some internet problems. First thing on my list for tomorrow is I need to throw that pen in the bin. Actually, I've bought a blowjob mask today, so an interview on cam could happen. Well, if you want to do it, let me know. I'm putting your name down, Ben, because I reckon yours will be proper funny. But I need to write down, first of all, I need to ring Virgin tomorrow. Tossers. Oh, God, not you as well. The Channel 4, yeah. There's no on telly tonight, so it was just on in the background. I don't like having no TV on, so I'll have got it. Are you in? Nice guy Eddie, are you in for this interview then? I'll put you down at number 1 if you want. Hi, bloody virgins. Nice guy Eddie, are we putting you down? I need to cut the eyes and mouth out of my mask, but I don't want to fuck it up. Right, what I did, right, Right, nice guy. Eddie's in. Are you an atheist or are you religious? Nice guy, Eddie. Kentucky girl. Hi, hello. Louisiana boy. Just stopped in to show my spot. So Kentucky girl came in and then Louisiana boy straight after each other. Here's what I did, right? What it was. I put it on my face first, right? And then with a marker pen, I drew where I want my mouth and I cut a really small hole like that first. And then I put dots where my own eyes were. And then cut them a little bit at a time. Little bit, just a little bit at a time, little bit at a time, little bit at a time, like that. And then I had to cut my mouth wider so that I could drink. So there. And cut it high on above your nostrils, like near your nostrils, so that don't sag down and get your drink, because that's annoying as shit. Marcel, how are you doing? Hello, Happy Valley Jen, how are you doing? Hello, Lulu, love you. Good to see you all in here. So what we're doing is, I am collating a list of either atheists or religious people that want to get interviewed by God. Daily live stream, how's your fish? Marcel, fancy a bum. So I've got nice guy Eddie, but he's not telling me if he's an atheist or he's religious. So we're going to do some interviews. We're going to do an interview every week, live, if I can do this, and we'll do it right up to Christmas. And we'll interview. I'll come up with questions, but you can ask me questions as well, and I'll be really, really honest, because I don't do bullshit. I wouldn't say I'm religious, but I am a believer. Would you like to? Who's lady? I never know who that is. If you want to do, hang on, not religious. If you want to do an interview, Happy Valley Jen, I am more than happy to put you on. It's up to you, but you need to tell me if you want to be on it, and I'll interview you, and you can interview me. You can ask me anything, and up until to a point, I'll tell you everything. Lemmy is my god. It's a very, very, very good god to have. I once saw Lemmy, I saw Motorhead once in Bradford St George's Hall, and I tell you what, they are the loudest band I've ever seen in my life. I had to go stand the back out where they were killing me. Hellfire and Brimstone heading your way, Eddie. Yep, no thanks. I'm good. I don't do live streams myself. That's absolutely fine. Ooh. I won't just ask questions about religion, though. Obviously, if you've got something interesting about you, then I want to know a little bit about that as well, so. Yeah, fucking broadband's been a nightmare today. If anybody else has had, I know Easy Days saying he's had broadband trouble. There's too many people wanting a little bit in there. It's going to get even worse next week. God, are you religious? Not in any way whatsoever. A view is a view. Thumbs up 22. It all rhymes, doesn't it? A view is a view. Thumbs up 22. Mine have been murder, mate. Oh, it's shocking. Nathan likes drums. How are you doing? I'm a Buddhist. Are you really, Lulu? Love you. Are you really a Buddhist? Because I'd love to interview a Buddhist. I do something here in the community, right? I'm sort of a God, are you religious? Yeah. I do something in the community here, right? And a junglist, and it brings me into contact with the church a little bit sometimes, okay? So the guy who is the vicar at the church, he knows me, he does not know that I'm God. And we have some bizarre conversations because I correct him, and he's a really, really nice guy, and he understands that I'm an atheist. He obviously doesn't know I'm God, and he told me a story about God the Good One about 2 weeks ago, which is just ace. He told me this story that his son had told him. Oh, it made me kill myself laughing. All right, Harmony, how are you doing? His son is in the school that my son goes to, and he'd gone home and told his dad about this guy who lives somewhere in area. They don't quite know who it is. Who's God on YouTube, and then the local vicar's telling me about it. Brilliant. Good. I think we're all good tonight, Harmony. So come on. So far I've got nice guy Eddie who will do an interview. Where is everybody that's gonna come on the live stream and do an interview with God? Oh, it's not good. Switch this shite over. It's that thing where they watch people watching telly. Get off my TV. Richard Dimbleby lecture. Nope. Newsnight. Nope. Car crash Britain. Let's watch that. Alright, Jeanette Pickering, how are you doing? Dropped a big like. Joss Master, how are you doing? Young Bongo the Monkey, how are you doing? Wish I could help. Hang on, whoa, we're all going a bit quick, innit? Wish I could help, but it's not for me, mate. No worries, mate. We should do some music together when I come down there at some point. Young Bongo. Chuck Grace, how are you doing? Just tuned in. Volunteer for one. I'm looking for people I can interview who are either atheists, what are they? Atheists or religious people. I'm not asking anybody to come and like lift some stone out my back garden or do any voluntary work in the community. But I'm looking for some people. I need to get one a week. Raven is an atheist, yeah. Yeah. When I see her, when I see her online, I'll ask her. So I want either atheists or religious people to interview, but not just about religion. I made a movie called Yoshi the Movie. Right, what's that about then? I tell you as well, something that happened, right? See you later, mate. If you're on tomorrow, I might tune in and watch you building your finishing your thing off. If I could broach the subject with her, if you want, yeah, absolutely. I think she'll be well up for it. I just watched The Road to Wellville. I don't know what that is. Travel in Belgium. Hi Dennis, how are you? Nice to see you. Travel in Belgium. I've not seen you in before. Oh, I see. I'm neither an atheist nor super religious. I have a couple of very atheist friends though. Good flick. I'll tune in and watch that at some point. Why isn't this refreshing? I'm just an average, ordinary Christian. Christians are good. If you want an interview, I will interview Christians, definitely. My God, for those of you who don't know, but most of you do know because you saw the interview, but God's mum is a Catholic, brought up a Catholic, and allowed me and my brother to make our own decisions when we were very, very young. And we became atheists I became an atheist when I was 5 years old. And my brother, even more of a smart ass, he became an atheist when he was 3-year-old, and he was the reason I became an atheist. Because he said to my mum, you know that you tell us we're not allowed to lie, and God would be unhappy if we lied. And she said, yeah. And he said, well, I don't want to go to Sunday school anymore because they're lying to us. And she went, well, go on, explain what you mean. And he says, well, they told us about this story about a talking snake, and it can't be true, Mum, because snakes can't talk, and there's no way that snakes could ever talk. And he said, so they're lying, and I don't really want to be there, so it's obviously nonsense. Did your brother have 666 on his head? Well, worse than that, right, Rob Random, right? If you're on Twitter, I don't know how many of you are on Twitter, we want you to take off the mask. Tell your man LA Beast, it's there for the taking. When LA Beast and I have got the time and we can both cross paths at the same time. He's waiting now. I can't do it now. I need fair warning, really. So for those of you, so if he's watching now, maybe funny. It's too late. I can't do it now. It's too late at night. So for those of you who are on Twitter, following God the Good One, God's real life brother is on Twitter, and he is Satanic the 69. Okay. So that's God's real life brother. So when you're asking, has he got 666 on his forehead? Worse than that, he's the devil. I went through the same thing in Catholic school. They told us these outlandish stories, and then we'd have science class. yeah. The only real question I have is, why do people put so much faith in the Bible? I don't know. It's a book. Who's the real author? Harry Potter is a book. To I don't believe whatever that says. Quite true. Lol. If the vicar finds you unmasked, you're fucked. Yeah. I mean, I am prepared to unmask in some aspect, but it's gonna upset a few people. Yeah, funny. Yeah, so if LA Beast does want to do it, I just need a bit of fair warning that it's going to happen, and then I'll be prepared and I'll do it and tell him I will, by all means, I will make it very funny. Okay, he'll really like what I do. I have got a plan, and I'm ready for him. So, but I'm just not ready now. Da, 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 da. So we have got one volunteer, nice guy Eddie. I'm sure it will build up over the next couple of days. I'm sure I have a list of 4 people at least who would definitely do it. LA Beast would be a great interview. He won't let me interview him, will he? Maybe we can make it happen with enough support. Go speak to him. I'll do an interview with LA Beast, and I'm very, very honest. So he can ask anything he wants. When they started telling us about Moses talking to a burning bush, I was out. Yeah, there's a couple of great stories, isn't there? The burning bush is a great one. I watched a movie actually today because what I was going to do was, have you seen I've started trying a few little things. So I've seen the little thing where God's little head's at the side and I'm looking at people's videos. So what I'm going to do what I was going to do, and I probably will do. I don't want to give game away too much, but I'm going to have the little God head at the side, and then I'm going to watch Bible stories and correct them for you, let you know what really happened. So yeah, I watched the burning bush thing today. I don't know who the actor was. Very ridiculous. This is making me want to go watch Life of Brian. Yeah, I mean, you never know. I might comment on Life of Brian. I'm going to do the best of the Bible comments, and I'm going to put my little head aside, and I'm gonna sit aside and go, that's not right. That's not what happened. I'll pause this. I'll tell you what really happened. The drugs must have been outstanding back then for sure. I just think he was just like a local bullshitter who got himself in too deep, and he's going, right, follow me, follow me. I know I've said some things, but follow me now. I'm going to take you to a new land. And they walked and walked and walked, and he climbed. He got shit scared because they weren't finding anywhere. And then he climbed up a mountain and said, right, here's the actual truth. This is the new rules. And all rules were, but you've got to do as I tell you. And then he went and found a grass there, and he went, right, this is it. This is new land. And they were like, isn't Moses amazing? Yeah, all right. That's not the best stories, though, is it? The Mormon stuff's quite good, isn't it? Where what is he called, Joseph Smith? He needed an excuse for his wife about why he'd been gone 40 days with a hooker. It could be. It could be. Do you know the Joseph Smith stuff? Who translated the Bible from two stones in a hat. What are they called? The seer stones or something? Oh, you've fallen over. Are you all right? Are you all right, you lot? Enjoying life? How are you doing? So he got two stones and he put them in a hat, and and he put his head in the hat, and the two stones told him the new Bible, the correct version of the Bible, and he wrote it down. And his mate translated it and got it all wrote down. And then, it's good to see you in here, mate. And then his mate, who was writing it down, his wife said, you do know what, you can't, this Joseph is the local village idiot, so let's just hang fire a minute. I don't think he's telling you the truth. Well, he is, because God told him that's what we're doing. All right, Janet, how are you doing? Whatever happened to the fecking donkey? Donkey meat. And then so the wife of his mate said, let's oh, Midnight Raven's in. I'm going to ask you a question. Don't go anywhere, Midnight Raven. So the wife of the guy who translated it said, I'll put it on paper, said, let's take the Bible away that he's done already, and then we'll ask him to translate it again, and it'll be exactly the same if this is true. So the guy went back and said, look, my wife's taken your old Bible away, and she says, translate it again. And Joseph Smith went apeshit and said, God's not happy, and he's changing Bible now because he couldn't remember all stuff that he'd translated. So, which is a great story. So two stones in a hat. That's where the other Bible came from. Fantastic. Right, Midnight Raven's in, right? I am looking for either atheists or religious people to interview live on my channel. So would you be interested in doing a live interview with God? You can ask questions as well. It's not me dictating and asking crap. You can ask anything you want, and it doesn't have to be about religion or anything. You can ask anything. Hello, Harmony. Hello, Janet. What does WGTOW stand for? Yeah, I knew you'd be in. Midnight Raven, I knew you'd be in. And you studied religion as well, haven't you? And you won the religious quiz. How good was that? I hear Slash Mike by BC Rich. No! No! Imagine a Slash moving from... Well, Gibson's gone bust, hasn't it? So That would be a weird thing, seeing Slash playing a BC Rich bitch on stage. Who started a calendar up when BC finished? Yeah, like this is day one. Woman going their own way. BC Rich, eh? How much would BC Rich cost? You don't see BC Riches in shops at all. I don't remember the last time I ever saw a BC Rich in a guitar shop. What 1/101? What day was that on? Maybe a Wednesday, maybe. He plays BC Rich 8-string bitch all the time. Does he? So he don't play Gibsons anymore? That's weird. 2 to 3 million bucks. I think it's a bold move, isn't it? Because BC Rich is such a dated guitar. Even their like super strats and stuff are very, very dated, aren't they? Pocket change for Slash. Probably is. Can't remember him. Can't imagine him running BC Rich though, can you? I have two. I love them. I had a BC Rich, what he called a Warlock once. Who else have you asked? I've asked everybody in here, and there's only Nice Guy Eddie prepared to do it so far. But there's not everybody's been in, so yeah, he used to have a Warlock, and I think I bought a Warlock because a Mockingbird. That's what I had. I had a Mockingbird. Oh no, I don't know now. I had the one that I think Lita Ford played it. I heard Japan has a good guitar. Can't remember their name. Yeah, Japan are the finest makers of guitars, and they use Ibanez, God's Ibanezes. Rosemary Mantilla, how are you doing? It is nice to see you in here. Yeah, so anybody else wants to come and do an interview with God, and now I've got 2 people on the list so far, and what I'll do is every week I'll do an interview, but you can ask me questions as well, and I'll be totally honest with you. And it doesn't have to be about religion. There will be a religious aspect to it, because I'm God. And I don't care if you want to get someone who absolutely hates me to come and do an interview, wants to absolutely punish me, I'm quite happy to do that interview as well. I'm happy days. Not everybody has to be happy about this, do they? Craven the Midnight Raven. Why the mask? Oh, let's do mask story then, eh? I keep saying I'm going to do a video to explain the mask, but yeah, let's never get round to it, do I? So had a channel about 10 years ago, maybe, or maybe a little bit more than 10 years ago. I got a new phone, which was a Samsung Ericsson Switch, and it said it has the best camera video phone on it, and it had a feature that you pressed a button, it just uploaded it straight to YouTube. So I recorded a video, which some of you have been and seen it, and some of you won't have known this, but the video is me, and it's only a short thing. I'm videoing myself, and I say, I just want to show you what I found. And I went into the kitchen, I cut an apple open, and it had the face of Jesus in it. And then I go into the kitchen, and I open an apple, and I've obviously cut out a piece of card that's got a picture of Jesus in it, or what people believe Jesus looks like, which I cut off a Christmas card. And then I say, and I told a few people, and you won't believe how many people from the press are outside my front door. I walk to the front door, open front door, and there's nobody in the street, and it shows an empty street, and I say, well, I promise you they were there. So this video was on YouTube for 6 months, and nothing happened. All of a sudden one day I'm in the pub, and I get a ping, and it's an email, and it says message from YouTube. So opens it in pub, and it says somebody commenting on your video. I'm like, fair enough, I'll go have a look at it. Then it pings again, and then it goes nuts. And what happened was it went on a Brazilian TV channel, which was debating whether atheists should be allowed to speak their mind, and it got death threats, like 3 weeks solid of death threats. We're coming to find you, and we're going to kill you. You can't say that about God. Which I didn't say anything. I just said I found face of Jesus in an apple. But some people are dickheads. And first couple of weeks were a bit worrying. After that, I couldn't give a toss. You get used to it. If you hadn't died on day 3, well, you're not dying. And nobody ever turned up. But I stopped putting videos on. And for the protection of my family, I just stopped doing it. And then I came back at Christmas and started this channel. And I thought, I've now been God on Twitter for 5 years. So I thought, I might as well just carry this through to YouTube. So that's why the mask. This is what God looks like on YouTube. I'm Rosemary. I'm a music lover. God, the good one. Good. I'm glad you're a music lover. I'll come and see you if you're playing music. Definitely will. Still here on the side eating dinner. Not sure how far it'll go, but I sent LA Beast a message about an interview. If he wants to do it, I'm happy to do it with him. He seems like a really, really nice bloke. I don't know if he's religious or anything. He might want to destroy me. I've been waiting to hear the story about the mask as well. There you go. So there you go. You've just heard it. You can't speak negative about God or they'll kill you. Yeah, sounds nice, doesn't it? Yeah. And that is religion for you. You can't speak negative of God or they'll kill you. Yes, to be honest, nobody ever threatened my life. I got some bizarre messages on YouTube. I deleted a load of them, and then I thought, do you know what? Stuff it, I'll just leave them. I don't know if you can go back and see the video, how far you can go back and see the messages, and I don't know if there's still any threats on there. There were certainly a few things where people got people said some fucking weird things to me, which are just it's YouTube comment talk, you know. I mean, I think I got a bit of pins and needles in my head when I saw the first ones, and then somebody said, "Oh, prepare yourself. It's been on this Brazilian TV program, and the mainstreaming it, and they're going nuts." So weird. Crispy, hello. Thank you for coming by and showing some love. I bet they did say weird stuff. Yeah, they did say some weird stuff. But then, as well, right? As well as that, thank you, much appreciated for you coming in. If you're new, then leave a comment on a video or do whatever you do and follow and subscribe and if you leave a comment on a video, I'll always come back and reply when I've got time. You know, it might be a couple of days down the line. Hiya, Annette. It's nice to see you in here. Yeah, they did say some weird stuff, right? But the gigantic the gigantic surge of God on Twitter when that happened, it went from like 20 people following this bizarre, like crazy looking God character that I'd drawn. It went from about 20 people, and I started it over Christmas because I was bored at Christmas. I don't like sitting around and not working. I like to be doing something. And so I had like 10 or 20 people, getting a couple of followers every couple of hours. And then that went from like sort of 20 followers to sort of 24,000 followers in 3 weeks or 4 weeks over Christmas and January. And that was even more brutal. That was much more brutal than YouTube. That was just threat after threat after threat, which I'd already dealt with it on YouTube 10 years ago. So I didn't mind, and I'd been very, very careful to hide my identity on that, thinking about what happened in the past. but they were much more brutal than YouTube. YouTube is a breeze. Twitter was it was madness for 3 weeks. Being upset and having to defend your God proved just how weak that God really is. Yeah, yeah. I don't know. I don't see. I don't think bad of anybody for believing in God or not believing in God, and I've been in environments where there's people who worship like a satanic type God, and they can be equally like nice people as well. It's just they worship some weird shit. So about 24,000 people. I think Twitter's got like 32,000 followers on it now. Maybe I don't know how active they all are and stuff, but yeah, I'm not upset with anybody if they follow God or don't follow God or any of their views or anything. But you will find that with atheists you can debate it. They will listen to you, whereas usually like deeply religious people think you're fucking nuts if you don't believe in God, and they get upset by it that you don't believe in their God. It's a weird, strange thing. I missed it all. What did you miss? You don't know because you missed it, don't you? Um, religious people tend to get upset by me not believing in their God. Do you like Ricky Gervais's stand on religion? Yeah, I think it's honest, isn't it? Most of them are hypocrites. Maybe they are. Whatever you're speaking about. Speaking about when I first started on YouTube and I got death threats. Not on this channel, on another channel, and then the rise of about 5 years ago, the rise of God's Twitter account went from sort of 20 followers to 24,000 sort of in 3 or 4 weeks, and I was trying to follow everybody back, and I think I do follow most people back. I might miss a few because sometimes there's a big surge of a lot of them. I try to follow everybody back, but if you follow everybody back, then that used to open. I don't know if this is the same, but then that used to open it up to if you follow them back, then they can send you private messages. So I'm trying to follow everybody, and I'm following people genuinely thinking, oh yeah, I'm going to follow you as well because it's only fair that I don't believe I'm any better than you. If we're following each other, I want to know what you're saying, and I should pay attention to what you're saying. And so I'm like, yeah, let's follow you as well. And they were like, you're a fucking idiot, you're a fucking idiot. And I'm going to send someone round and like, I know where you live and we can track you down by your IP address. Like, whoa, hang on a minute. Let's blitz that dickhead. Yeah. Atheists don't do that. We don't get a strop on and threaten you because you do believe in a God. That would be retarded. And if you think of like all the thousands and thousands and thousands of different gods there are in the world, right? And if you're a Christian, you believe in one God. Well, us atheists, we just believe in one less than you. Use a VPN God. Well, I tried that, right? I tried using a VPN, right? And then and then I can't watch football and stuff on my phone. It stopped making all that work. And I'm like, how dare you stop my Sky Sports on my phone with your visual panty liner. Yeah, it upset me. I was using it, right, because I didn't want... When I went to Barcelona not Barcelona, but near Barcelona about 4 years ago, and it said you can't use Sky Sports if you go out of this country. So I'm like, it's all right. I put one of them VPN things on, and so I did that, and I still couldn't use it. Then when I got back to UK, I couldn't use anything. Like, oh, well, that was great. I don't care if people can track me anyway. I think if you've gone out of your way to work really hard and find me, I think fair play to you. You deserve a little word with me. So I have got two people out of everybody that's been in this room tonight who are prepared to do an interview with God. Am I that scary? That's retarded. Come on, surely there must be other people who are prepared to just do a little interview with God. I'm not that brutal. Did anybody see my song that I did yesterday about getting 4,000 hours worth of views? I think it might be amongst my greatest comedic work. I don't think it'll get to number one though. Unless Simon Cowell plays a triangle on it. Maybe. You can ask any question you want. I just don't do live streams. You should. You can if you want to come on and you want to hide behind something, you can do. Or yeah, I'm happy to do that. I'm happy to do. Yeah, happy to do that. This pen's knackered and it's going in bin, and this is my most loved pen. I'm going to blame Satan for that. Watch. It's something to do with car crashes on TV. No, I'm not watching that. Hang on, it's down here. It's box. Good vid, 4,000 views vid. Catchy, innit? I bet you're singing along, aren't you, Midnight Raven? I didn't see it all today. When I put it on yesterday, it was one, you know, a real quick song that you write in like a couple of minutes. Like I almost wrote it as quick as it took to sing it, and so I put it online and I had a little giggle to myself. And then I've been singing it all day, and that's sort of a mark of it being quite a good one if you're singing it and you remember it yourself. Hey, hey, God the good one, my friend, hope all is well with you. Lee loves Lily. How are you doing? I got when I got up this morning, you were up. It must have been really, really early this morning when I saw you. You were in dark. Nice to see you in here. It is catchy. I think the trick is, the songs that I've made money of have all been catchy ones. The ones where you only have to listen to it once and that is the song. You know the song. They're the ones. So I do tend to write catchy songs. Yes, thank you so much for stopping by. Got a good one. I always love being here. I love to see you in here. On Song International. The Hook. That's like an American word for it, I would say, is it? Kyla Stokes, nice to see you in here. It is. It certainly is. It's important that you hear a song once and that's it, you're in. Tammy A, nice to see you in here. I think there's very few albums that I've ever played where you listen to it and you instantly like every single song that you hear. I would say maybe Def Leppard's Hysteria. When you listen to it first time, you've got to be amazed at how good that were. Quite a few Mutt Lange stuff. Mutt Lange's, yeah. Pink Floyd, The Wall. Whoa, peanut butter jelly time. Yeah. Mutt Lange. I think he married Shania Twain, and she had some incredible songs, didn't she? Where you only have to listen to it once, and that's it. Man, I feel like a woman. That is. You've only got to listen to that once, and you are singing. You'll sing that for the rest of your life. Check this song. We will feature next. It's Young Girl. The song is called Elizabeth. Man, class pop song. I will, if you go and write that on one of my videos, then I'll have a look at it when I get a second. Incredible Arse too. Yeah, yeah. Well, bye. Just wanted to check out the live stream. Well, it's nice for you to pop in for a few seconds, Kyla Stokes. You are always welcome to come in here. Wash it all away. Five-fingered death punch. Not heard it. Not heard it. If I ever heard it, I don't know. Didn't know it was called that. What about most AC/DC songs? You can sort of listen to them once. That's it. You know that song. Missing Out. I have heard of them, but I've not listened to any of the songs. Again, if you get a chance, go write it on one of my videos, so see it. Any Iron Maiden pre-1990. See, not all Iron Maiden, right? But Run to the Hills. That's amazing. What's the one? Can I play with madness? You only had to hear that once, didn't you? Trooper, yeah. I once met Paul Di'Anno, right? For those of you who don't know, Paul Di'Anno was Iron Maiden's earlier singer before Bruce Dickinson, and I went to see him perform in his band, which was called Killers. Yeah, the good singer. Yeah, he was really good. Big guy, big fat guy. He had a habit of headbutting his microphone like that on stage, to the point that his microphone was dinted. All cone on his microphone was dinted, and it eventually fell to bits, and they had to bring him another one on. Right, Paul Di'Anno. Talking to my friend, I was saying, man, I've never seen this guy before, but he is aggressive. And afterwards, I went and bought Killer's album from a CD guy at back. Some guy must have loved it, yeah. So we stood at a bar, and I've got my CD in my hand, and Paul Di'Anno comes out at changing rooms. Incidentally, this place, this venue that it was at, was a venue where we played a lot, and I was like a well-known guy there, and Paul Di'Anno came up to stage, and he goes, "Hiya, I've been told to come and see you lads if I want to get drunk." I'm like, whoa, weird, very weird, right? He goes, "Oh, you bought one of my CDs?" I goes, "Yeah, I have." He goes, "Do you want me to sign it?" I goes, "Absolutely, I want. I've still got it. It's in another room, right?" He goes, "Do you want me to sign it?" He says, "What do you want me to put?" And I said, "Oh, put to me." And I didn't say put to God, but he goes, "Yeah." And he goes, "Anything else?" And I goes, "Can you put, I learnt everything I learnt from me." And he put, "Yeah, do you know what, I will." And then underneath it he wrote, "You cheeky cunt." And I'm like, that's amazing. That's amazing. Really nice bloke. We had quite a few drinks with him. Really, really good guy. I saw Whitesnake live. I think that probably fucked my ear. Yeah, I saw Whitesnake live with Steve Vai, and I'm a big Steve Vai fan. Probably not their greatest guitarist, really, because of songwriting, but man, he was good. But he did a 20-minute Steve Vai show, which was a bit taking piss, really, for Whitesnake. The first band I ever went to see was Status Quo. You can't knock Status Quo, can you? Masters of Simple Catchy Songs, yeah, they are, yeah. I was 14 at Bridlington Spa, awesome. I was in a Danzig Misfits tribute band in the... Whoa, that is so obscure. A tribute to Danzig. Very, very obscure, that. How about some Ronnie James Dio? I thought Dio was a great singer. I think he's a much better singer than Ozzy. Not as good a frontman, but Black Label Society is awesome too. Yeah. My mate is Zach Wilde in the in the Ozzy tribute band. He looks like him and plays like him. Awesome guitarist. My first band I saw live, Camden, the Mac Lads. Yeah, they were a Sunderland sort of a sweary, jokey, proper band though. My first band went to see was the Goo Goo Dolls. Wow. This August you're going to see Five Finger Death Punch. I will look into it. Dio Sabbath rules. Dio Sabbath does rule, right? It was better than Ozzy, but Ozzy as a solo artist was brilliant, and still is, if he can speak anymore. Got covered in gob and piss and beer. Yeah, amazing. When we used to go, when Danny Spitz was Anthrax's lead guitarist, people used to stand in front of Danny Spitz and spit at him. I'm like, oh no, I'm going to Overside. I'm going to go stand near Scott. My first concert was Grim Reaper, Halloween, and Armoured Saint. Whoa, probably late 80s. A place called Bogarts. Where is Bogarts? Tell me where that is, because I've heard of it. I saw The Who with Robert Plant as the opener. That must have been ace. Slippery Fish, how are you doing? We are talking music. Sweaty Betty was one of their hits. Lol. They would shout at the fans to bottle and gob at them. That's disgusting. I would have gone apeshit. You know what? If like, I can only imagine now. If there's still some punk bands that do that, where they spit at them. If I was on stage and someone spat at me, I would wrap my Ibanez right round their head. That's disgusting. I'm slavering, feeling a bit sick thinking about it. Danny's dead now, isn't he? No, Danny Spitz ain't dead. He makes watches, and he has does he have a coffee brand as well? He makes like designer watches. And when they did the comeback tour last year, everybody was calling for Danny Spitz to come back, and Anthrax wouldn't entertain it. Hell Kitten, how are you doing? Nice to see you. Eddie and the Who. Me too. Bogarts and Clifton. Oh no, not what I'm thinking of then, is it? I was a stagehand for 15 years. I've seen shitloads of bands. That's awesome. Someone from Anthrax died. When was that? Man, it was like tidal wave of gob. No, I would go mental. I would go absolute apeshit. We go to a place round here in Leeds, which is a big punk venue, and you see a lot of punks there. If I was stood in front watching a band and then one of them gozzed over top of me, I would punch their fucking lights out. That's disgusting. Oh, I can't imagine how worse than being on stage with gauze all over your fingers and your guitar. Like, you're all gonna die. It's awful, isn't it? What an awful thing. I think my first let's go on to that. I lived in Beeston for years. All right, mate. So you know this place, right? You will know this if you're from Beeston, right? You know this. The Brudenell Social Club. I love the venue. I think it's absolutely fantastic. My brother would sneak off and see the Grateful Dead concerts. That's pretty good, isn't it? That's pretty cool. Here's the reason why I wasn't allowed to do stuff. It was the band's thing. They encouraged it. Yes. Oh, grim. I'm like, if I were in one of them, well, I wouldn't have been in one of them bands because the whole strumming bar chords thing drives me nuts. But if for some reason I'm in one of them bands and everybody says spit at me, I'd have to have a big sign saying, "Don't fucking spit at me." It was all the rave when I was in Leeds. It's fantastic now. It's even better now. They have some great little bands up. Clifton, is kind of punkish little town in Cincinnati. Punk it's still quite a thing. There's still quite a lot of punk bands. When I went up to Brudenell Club, I think it was not Christmas just gone, but Christmas before, they were having a punk festival. Oi, Skull Crusher, you all right? They were having a punk festival next door to where we were, and I walked in there, and most of my mates are musicians, and the punk festival was on next to us, and we were talking to them all, and they look bizarre, scary. Sometimes some of them, and they're all nice blokes. Most of them most of them are knocking on a little bit. The Exploited are still touring. Yeah, I've heard of them, but I wouldn't know any of the songs, I don't think. My mate took his girlfriend, she was 16, and got a pint of piss to the back of the head. I must say, I got a splash of that. Couldn't help laughing my head off. I'll tell you a Donington story, right? For those who don't know, Donington used to be the big metal festival in the UK. Well, was it metal? It was like metal rock, and you got a couple of thrash bands, but mostly it was rock. It was a rock concert, and the thing at Donington is that you used to take in these big, I think 5 litre drums, and you fill them with your booze for the day. And what happens is everybody drinks them really quick, and then they need a piss, but they don't want to go to the side of the where they've been standing because they'll lose the place and not be able to find the place back. So they piss in the bottle and then they throw it. And I think the big one was in like, I think it was Kiss, or someone like that. And the biggest piss throwing contest I've ever seen in my life. Anyway, I once threw my bottle and it hit the guy in front of me smack bang on the head, and we all turned around right quick and went, "Whoa! Who did that?" Like, it was me, so I nearly killed him. Donington was always the big one. It was, yeah. Reading Rock, that was good. I went to Reading and saw Queen there, and Don used to be a proper rock concert. He did, yeah. All the bikers used to fill Reading, yeah. Hey God, Creators Alliance, how are you doing? Nice to see you. I'm very good here, thank you. Yeah, I think I love Donington. I loved Donington Festival more than I loved any other festival, because it was the best times, and it was right in the middle of when rock was massive. Clash of the Titans tour, that's great. Clash of the Titans, yeah, that were a good one, yeah. It's proper rock bands. Now they're a bit. I mean, There's Download on this week, and it's good. It's not called that anymore, is it? Is it? But I like to sort of seeking out the bands that I've missed. You know, the ones in between, the things that I never actually got to see. So I'm sort of wandering around trying to get them. Yeah, Anthrax. Anthrax are like my favourite childhood band, I think. I used to have Joey Belladonna's phone number, and I could ring him at home. I used to ring him at home. He's not called Joey Belladonna, it's not his real name. And then I lost it once, so I phoned Directory Inquiries and asked under his real name, and his phone number was just under Directory Inquiries. They just gave me it if I asked for his real name. Very weird. I thought that were a bit weird. And Hazy Days, he rocks as well. I don't think Hazy Days is ever going to be on at Donington though. What time is it? Oh, it's nearly 5 to 12. I saw a show. It was Anthrax, Halloween, Exodus, and Testament. I'll tell you a Halloween story, right? Me and Halloween had just been on, and me and my brother was in the toilets having a slash, and Halloween were playing a big gig day after, and And my brother's in toilets waiting in queue, always a really big queue after a gig. And Halloween's tour bus was waiting outside. And one of the, I think did they have a keyboard player? I think it was a keyboard player. And he ran into toilets and got behind my brother and he said, "Hey, is it all right if I just push in front of you? Because tour bus is outside waiting for me." And my brother said to him, "No, you can fucking wait like the rest of us." I'm like, "That's brilliant. Well done, lad." Do you remember Headbangers Ball? Yeah, Headbangers Ball. It used to be on MTV when it was a good channel going back. It was really, really good. I think the guy one of the guys who did it was called Spider. I remember him reviewing Extreme's tragic comic, and he said, "Extreme, tragic comic." He had the CD in his hand and he went, threw it away and he went, "Tragic." I'm like, "Yeah, correct." All good bands. Nice guy, yeah. Love your videos, been playing them a lot lately. I'm sorry for the ones that have got swearing in. I'm trying to curb it a little bit. I couldn't curb it for the 4,000 one, but I remember Headbangers Ball. It was good. Headbangers Ball was a show to watch. Yeah, you used to have to video it because it were on at a stupid time while you were out clubbing and playing and stuff. When you have time, pop over and check the artists we feature. Love to see your comments. Cheers. Love to see you soon. No worries, I will do. If there's any in particular you want me to look at, then write a message on my videos and then I see it and then I'll get over there. Story of Dory. How are you doing? Nice to see you live. It's nice to see you. Nice. Halloween was crazy show. Those guys went apeshit with Arm and Saint. I bet they were good, yeah. I saw them, they were good anyway. Climbing the stacks, bashing it, I think, good times, yeah. I remember the very first Headbangers Ball episode. It was a big deal when I was 13. It was good, wasn't it? Would like to review the artist for us, God. I will do, but I am fairly brutal at music. I'll either say nothing. Best to say nothing sometimes, isn't it? It was great for us because it started at 2 a.m. just so we were getting home from the pub. Well, the place that we had to go to, I had to. The last bus back was at 2 o'clock in the morning, so we'd get back and like 4 o'clock in the morning sometimes because you'd get a bus back to where you're going and then you'd be pissed talking to your mates in the streets and then we'd go get something to eat and stuff. Swear words are just wording answers, God. Yeah, I'm terrible. I'm really bad at it. On Song International, cool. On Song International, see you later. Yeah, this is two-faced, right? But I don't like to hear people swearing, and I swear a lot, which is proper bad. It's seriously two-faced, so I am trying to curb my swearing. I think I swear more now. Now I don't answer to anybody. I work for myself, and it's really weird. I try not to swear, so I'm trying really hard. King and Queen Fitness Productions, how are you doing? Nice to see you in here. Yeah, I'm trying to curb my swearing because I am a shocker for it, and I'm also I think that I can speak to anybody on any level, whether they're very well spoken or poor people or rich people. I feel like I can speak to everybody at any level. But what I do, which Mary has told me off for, when I speak to someone who's in authority or a nice, polite, posh person, I still swear like I'm putting bins out. I'm awful. You wouldn't think I'm a sailor. You would think I'm a sailor. Yeah. Yeah. I'm bad. I'm bad. Aaron, are you going to volunteer? Right. I am looking for and I'm looking for atheists or religious people that I can interview sometime. So if you're atheist or you're religious, I would love to interview you, right? If you're in the middle and you don't really know, I, that's pointless. Pointless me doing that. So if you want to do that, I'm happy to do it. I'll sort it. Happy Valley Jane. I'm the same way. What am I volunteering for? There you go. I grew up religious. I am just Jewish now. Is that all you are? So can I interview? Are you up for it, Aaron? Live on camera. Um, let me know. Tom Nash, nice to see you, Tom Nash. Not really religious. I am not orthodox. You let me know if you want to do it. I am a bit Jewish, for fuck's sake. I'm a bit Jewish. I'm slightly Jewish. God, did I ever say thank you for making hash? No, you didn't, but it's up to you. Let me know either way. No, I have told you, nice guy Eddie, right? I'm the guy who throws a complete whitey. My weed smoking days finished 20 minutes after they started. And when I'm outside my mate's house throwing my guts up. Yeah, I see that it's a big thing in America that they're like 420, and I am like, yeah, man, no, man. Get us in a bottle of water. Get us in a bottle of water and a pint of lager. Really strange as well. Today, I have been talking for 25 years. Oh man, I'd die. I'd die, honestly. I honestly, I remember the day. Absolutely threw my guts up, and everybody laughing and going like, felt like I'd been on like. I got seasick once. It felt like that. God, if you take your mask off for Beast, you can ask me anything you want on camera. I am going to take my mask off. If Beast has been talking about it, I'm keen to do it, right? But he's just going to have to give me some warning. Okay? He's got to give me some warning because I need to prepare for it. So, like tonight, someone saying, "Oh, he's keen to do it." Well, like, no, can't do it tonight. He seems like a cool guy, and if we can get this Beast interview as well, that'd be great. But it's the big unveiling. I promise you, Aaron. Right? I know you're an admin over there for him. I promise you, I have organised something really good for it. Right? But I just can't. I can't do it at the drop of a hat. He's got to give me some warning. I found you through the Beast. I stay for the fun. Will you interview me for a burning bush? Yeah. Oh. I mean, do you know, right? I've got a little job that I've got to do where I'm going to climb up a mountain and do something a bit bizarre at some point. And maybe we do it then. Maybe we do it then. I've been up and there is a reception up there, so we're sort of cool for it. I'll set a bush on fire at top of mountain before I do my stunt. Yeah. Right. Go on. So Aaron, are we doing this interview or are you bottling it? That's the burp of God. There's a little fly flying around here. Have you seen that? Just there. I got to think about it. Okay, cool. Leave you to think about it. You let me know if you want to do it. It was the live stream of the century when the Beast raided your channel. Yeah, here were a bit. Yeah. Blease, God. What's blease? What type of religious questions? Well, there's no point in me telling you now. You'll be preparing your answers. Right, look at end of my pen nib, right? Look at that. Is it challenging the existence? No, not really. Because I just want to ask your thoughts on it. Yeah, I'm going to tell you what I think as well. There's no challenging thing of it. Hey, what's that? That's what made me find God this day. Is it really? Is that what? Has everybody come here from LA Beast? That's freaking nuts, isn't it? Right, look at that end of my thing. That's the light switch, right? That used to be in my bedroom. I brought it down here because it was gold. I didn't like it in my bedroom, right? And then look at that there. I had to go out and buy a gold handle to make it fit with them, so that and that would fit in, right? So them two are both gold, right? And then up here, it used to have a like a grey, what do you call them? Fire smoke detector. I had to go out and get a white one to make that fit. And then these pictures, I had to go get black and white ones to make everything fit. And then that had to be grey and black and to make everything fit, because I go mental if things don't look good. Yep, I see like 3 or 4 people from Beast Channel. Yeah. God, can you make Cadbury sell Whisper bars to the US again? They don't sell Whisper bars to the US. That's nuts, isn't it? I just had one today. Weird. We can't get them here since the late 80s. Well, Cadbury's is owned by Kraft now, isn't it? And that's an American company. You should go on strike. Arthur Guinness is our god. Look, so these here, look, I don't even know what kind of plants these are. They might be poisonous or something. They look like daisies, don't they? Something. What is a Whisper bar? It's like, do you have Aero? It's like a really light, fluffy chocolate with like little tiny bubbles in it, and it like melts in your mouth. My buddy brings them back from UK to me once a year. See, I could send you some, but there'd be no point because by the time they got there, they're probably all melted. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, this has been a long stream, hasn't it? Hasn't it? Hasn't it? I've run out of drink now, and I think that is the signal for bedtime when I've run out of drink. So, I heard of Aero bars. Yeah, Aero bars. Oh, you have them? They have them in Canada. Aero is like a harder version of a Whisper, different shape, but Whisper's like really soft and like melts in your mouth. But Aero does to some extent as well. I think it's bedtime. So plans for those of you who saw like the live streams that I were trying to do today that just did not work, right? It is all down to broadband. I've had to come off the broadband at home today because it's doing my nutting. For those of you who don't know what broadband is, you must do. It's like your internet cable shit. Anyway, so I'm going to ring Virgin up tomorrow and I'm going to blast them because they're my provider. I'm going to blast the shit out of them. I'm going to tell them that if they don't come and sort God's Virgin out tomorrow, then I'm going to smite them. Richard Branson owns them, so he'll be shitting bricks when he knows that. God, I gotta go. You all be well. So what? How are you doing? Nice to see you in here, but I'm just signing off now. It is lovely to see you all. Thank you ever so much for coming in. And I've got 2 people definite that we're going to do interviews with. I'll tell you what. So what? You would be keen to this, I think, right? Okay. I'm looking for atheists or religious people to interview. Are you keen to do that on camera? Are you keen to do that? So what? I think you would. I think you would because you're a bit. Aero bars are close, but not as good. Yeah, they're not quite as good, but they are close, aren't they? I am very religious. But if you would like to do an interview, I would love to interview if you are very religious. It'd be a good interview. I know it won't be all about just about religion. And you can ask questions as well. I'm not a dictator or anything. So just notice my extension wire is made by Crown. I believe in the Old Testament, eye for an eye. Am I putting your name down or not? Let me know if you're going to do it. I'm going to go live with. I'm going to do one every week. Anyway, I'm going. If you want to do it, then leave a message on one of my videos so that I know. YouTube Messenger thing stops soon, doesn't it? See you later, Happy Valley Jen. Good night, the Midnight Raven. Thank you for volunteering. Night, nice guy Eddie. Thank you for volunteering. I'm going to get some sleep and switch this telly off. It's got shite on it. See you later.